Why does everything I make remind me of the volcano experiment in 2nd grade?
Dude, that was such an iconic science project that we
so
never did. I never did that.
I never did it either, but friends of mine did, so I got to kind of witness it from the periphery.
But they were like superstars to me if they did it. I'd go, wow, your family is from the TV box that I watch.
Yeah, what was it was just baking soda and like vinegar, right?
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
But we were like, sick.
And
dude.
that's what a volcano... We didn't have like the internet. You have to understand. Like we were little kids. We couldn't just YouTube a volcano.
Can't YouTube a real volcano.
So if you said like, what's a volcano like? I'd show you a picture from a book and you go, all right.
Well,
And I go, all right, here's the next best thing I can do. And I just mold clay. I built a little cup in it. And I go, orange food dye, vinegar, baking soda. And as a kid, you're like, now I'm starting to get it. Pretty sure I am all caught up.
Lift off. The clock has started.
Oh my God, if it isn't my friend Torio Van Grol.
Hey, man, it's good to see you.
Good to see you. Whoa! Hey there, Hesbos.
Yeah, they're also here.
That's okay. We like them.
I just miss when it was just you and me.
It used to be just us
I
in a
know.
room, trapped.
Cheers, dog.
Cheers, man.
Here's to episode 1.
179. Another
Dude,
episode.
speaking of last night.
Before you talk about anything,
Uh-huh.
I would like to mention that this episode is brought to you by our good friends at Altamont Beer Works.
Hell yeah, dude. I got the Mac Drizzle this time.
Yeah, you seem like a Mac Drizzle kind of
Yeah,
guy.
you know me and Mac Drizzle. Short for Mac Dre.
It's actually long for Mac Dre. If you think about it.
I guess so,
If
yeah.
you think about syllables. You seem like you're passionate about Mac Dre
Dude,
and
it's
beer.
so good. It's a 5.2 alcohol by volume, 1 pint for freshness, checked canned on date.
Dude,
It's my favorite beer.
yeah. Mine is 5-star dry, crisp, clean. And the middle star is the biggest one, which
Dude, that's
I think is good.
a great beer. Is this an IPA? Tastes like it.
It's a golden ale.
No way. It's called a golden ale. Well, it's very pale ale-y to me.
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice Pilsner. Thanks, Altamont. Anyway, we got some dates coming up. I'm not going to tell you mine. It's the oath I took back in Morocco.
Whatever, man. Tonight I'm at Hot Tub,
Whoa! It's one of the biggest shows in LA.
which is at a record store. Yeah, it's a good show. And then Thursday I'm at the Grand Comedy Club in San Diego. I got other
Grand.
stuff coming up. I'm in Denver in October, Washington, D.C. in August, San Diego again in July. I don't know. Check the website or don't, dude. I don't care anymore.
Everything all right?
No.
Okay, cool. Let's play some music. That's all I do not care anymore.
Patreon.com/Hesby Street. We might be only doing episodes on Patreon soon, so get over there now.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
Damn, you called so many shots.
I know, I don't
Can
give
I
a
get in that boardroom one of these days?
No, it's just me. Music, dude. Do it.
Oh, I already played it.
Oh, you did already. Oh, my bad. I missed it
You
completely.
didn't even hear it?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, start. What's on the agenda this evening?
You were about to say something, but I had to plug our friends at Altamont Beer Works.
Oh, a good friend of ours, Saul Trujillo. Nope, I get it wrong.
Whoa.
This Mac Dre hits hard. Saul Trujillo, very funny comic, recently became a paid regular at the store. Got introduced by Don Barris, and Don Barris didn't even try. He just goes, your next comic is... Didn't even get the first syllable right. And it was my favorite part of the evening.
Wow.
It was very funny.
The disrespect.
Also saw some penis on stage last night. It was a weird night. Weird late night at the Comedy Store.
This is a save it for the Doorcast moment. I'm over at the Comedy Store Doorcast, as you may have heard. Bloop.
Okay, bring me on the Doorcast.
We'll have you on next week when you're not having an absolute meltdown.
Yeah, I've been having meltdowns lately. Dude, I'm hanging on by the thinnest of threads. Just when I think this thread can't get thinner,
A little razor comes along and
it
it's like,
just
watch
goes
this.
pluck. And you're like, well, certainly I'm falling now to my death. But nope, there's still a little guy hanging on. I'm trying my best.
Yeah. I'm doing okay, but things are falling apart around me.
What's up? What's up?
Well, we had a new handyman come by, young, sweet guy. He's got
Can't trust a young
cool
handyman.
earrings. He had a Binford Tools t-shirt that was kind of like tattered, like Silver Lakey almost.
That's fun.
I was like, I like him. And, I told him we had something wrong with the shower a little bit. And nothing major, just like a thing that needed to be glued back.
Yeah.
And we don't have the paste for it or whatever. And then our doorknob needs to be changed. The lock was like spinning in circles. So he goes to change the shower, and we're talking a little bit. And he goes, "You like living here?" And I was like, "I do. Yeah, it's a nice area, and we got a great deal on the apartment." And he goes, "Yeah, I'm actually like thinking I might be moving into this complex." I was like, "Whoa!" He's like, "Yeah, if all goes well here." I was like, "Well, hey man, I'm gonna pass your review on to the up tops."
If all goes well here, like if he crushes fixing the shower.
He was making rounds at all the apartments doing maintenance checks.
Got it.
So it was kind of his audition. And I was like, dude,
But to move in?
I think potentially if something opens up, they want a handyman living here.
Got it.
So I was like, dude, hell yeah. Like seemed like a guy that I would want to live here. Mm-hmm. And he did bad.
Oh, no. What'd he do?
It's just like now the shower just leaks water into our bathroom floor somehow. I think the railing he cracked. And so like the railing seam is, so every time Elizabeth was like, I showered for 2 minutes and it was like full puddles outside. And then our door, it doesn't close right. And he's just like, that's not right. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure it's good. And he goes, well, and the wood is rotted. Like the odds are stacked against him, but he's trying to patch it up as best he can. And I go, you know what? This is fine. We can lock it from the top. And he just left. And I'm like, damn, now I'm like extra slamming our door.
I have to do that with my door.
And we lay a towel down when we shower to catch all. I'm like, I don't know what to do here, man. I'm like, he's fine. He's a nice. I'm not even going to say anything. You know what I mean? Like,
Nah, you can't have it. That's what I'm saying. You can't have a young, handsome handyman. You need a fat guy,
an old guy,
an old man,
a dad.
a dad.
Yeah.
A dad that doesn't see his kids in much anymore.
Right. He sees us. He's got to see. I got to help Zack in 3.
He's always like, nothing's in his mouth, but he's chewing all the time. He just got that like smacking.
Yeah.
He's like,
kind of
"What's
starts
this?"
with a soft yell every sentence, So you're like, so do you think it's a shower or is there a leak? Hey! You're like, whoa.
He asks you like, so what's wrong? And then as you're telling him, he's like, yeah, I know. He's like,
Yeah.
well, then why'd you ask me?
Right. Or he makes you feel dumb by fixing something.
Yeah.
He'll put a toolbox down, flip a breaker switch, and now your washing machine works. And he's like, all right. Didn't have to open this toolbox. I'm like, I am so ashamed.
Yeah, man.
I
We're
wish I was a
useless.
woman in those moments where I could at least go, hey man, I'm a woman. But I'm like, I'm a man. This is traditionally supposed to be my. I just
but you
feel
just
like a
blame
bad
your
man.
dad.
I go, I didn't have a dad. And he goes, what? He's halfway out the door.
What sucks for me is my dad can fix anything. I can't fix anything.
Hey, he didn't pass it on?
No, he didn't, because with him it was like my dad's like the Michael Jordan of handymen, It's just like, just watch me do it. And then you watch Michael Jordan do it and you're like, well, I can't do that.
Yeah.
You didn't run me through any of it.
Yeah.
He's just fixed it.
And he's like, yeah, fix it.
Yeah. It's kind of like if you ask like a really good chef, be like, so how much do you use? Like recipe wise?
It's like a pinch.
I don't know. It's just whatever that is.
How are
Just
you
whatever.
pinching?
Yeah. Because I'm
pinching wrong.
Why does everything I make remind me of the volcano experiment in 2nd grade?
Dude, that was such an iconic science project
know,
that we never did. I never did that.
I never did it either, but friends of mine did, so I got to kind of witness it from the periphery.
But they were like superstars to me if they did it. I'd go, wow, your family is from the TV box that I watch.
Yeah, what was it was just baking soda and like vinegar, right?
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
But we were like, sick.
And
man.
that's what a volcano... We didn't have like the internet. You have to understand. Like we were little kids. We couldn't just YouTube a volcano.
Can't YouTube a real volcano.
So if you said like, what's a volcano like? I'd show you a picture from a book and you go, all right.
Oh,
And I go, all right, here's the next best thing I can do. And I just mold clay. I built a little fucking cup in it. And I go, orange food dye, vinegar, baking soda. And as a kid, you're like, now I'm starting to get it. Pretty sure I am all caught up.
So that if you ever saw one in real life, you'd be like, that's a lot of vinegar.
Yeah, I'd be like, woo! You're not gonna be able to clean your drain if you used all the vinegar on that thing.
Oh, man. So I went to the, speaking of magic, I consider that magic.
That is magic.
Yeah.
Science is magic.
I went to the Magic Castle. We talked about me going
Both aren't
last
real.
time.
Yeah.
And
The Magic Castle in Hollywood,
Nice joke.
California.
so
Thank you.
it was a very fun evening. Had a great time. And then I'm at the Comedy Store, and a comedian's asking me. He had seen me kind of on my way there the night before, or a few nights before. He's like, "Hey, how was it?" And I was like, "Good. We're talking about it." And then he goes, "So you think any of it was real magic, or do you think it's all sleight of hand?" And I'm like, at first I'm like, I thought he was kidding, but I don't think he was kidding. And part of me, I'll say this. A man in between shows, a guy put a king of clubs in my open palm and then had me flip it over. It was a jack of hearts. Very impressive trick. At no point did I ever think... At no point did I ever think this man is a sorcerer.
By the Wizards of Gondor. Kill the witch.
I can't even begin to hypothesize how he did it.
Yeah.
However, I don't think it was real magic.
Yeah.
But are there people out there our age that think magic's real?
That's funny. You know,
Because I thought the answer was no. But
Well,
now I'm thinking maybe the answer is yes.
I do think, okay, the game is, can you explain it? If not, magic. That's kind of like the game we're playing in there, right? Where a lot of times you go, yeah, I know this one. Yeah, I've seen this one before.
Right.
I bet he had a card under his thing. But there was the most impressive one I saw was the guy, we were like second row, and he was a couple feet from us holding a blue deck of cards. And he'd go, watch this. 1, 2, 3. And it was a red and a blue deck of cards from him pitching it.
It's crazy.
And he did it again. Like, he was like, I'm sure you're probably thinking there's some focus. And he was like leaning extra forward. 1, 2, 3. And I was like, dude, I didn't blink. But yes, but I think in that game of like, couldn't explain it, magic, we can leave kind of going, whoa. And there's always a gray area of people that like kind of form their own group. And that's that guy.
Yeah.
That guy that said, so is real magic sometimes? I go, yeah, but they really don't like us even talking about that.
I'm fine with being like, when I'm there, I play the game. I'm like, it's magic.
Right.
It's not real. It's not real magic.
Totally.
But the person I was with was telling me like she knew some tricks she had like watched on YouTube. You told me you had watched this on YouTube. I don't watch any magic on YouTube. I don't want to. It's one of like.
I don't really watch magic on YouTube. I think
Well,
you're
you
thinking of
looked
someone
up the trick that like Jesse went through.
Oh, he sent it to me on YouTube.
He sent it to you. So
I
like,
don't really look at magic.
Right. I don't want the veil uncovered because I think it's really fun. Like the fact that card changed in my hand.
Yeah.
Obviously, he did something. There were 2 cards. He took one away. It was whatever. I don't want to learn how.
I don't care enough to learn how. Or
It's
like,
not that
I
I
don't
don't-
need to know. I don't need to know.
Yeah, I don't need to know. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not fun if I know.
Yeah.
But that one really got me. I was just like, oh no, I guess we can't have conversations anymore.
Yeah, that's really funny. I'm like,
think-
we make the same amount of money. I feel like I should get a raise just
We're
for you saying
both
that out
doing
loud.
10 minutes of comedy tonight. All right.
Yeah, the art world is it's an interesting one.
He probably makes more money than me.
Well, I'm going to need to know who this is. We'll wait till the Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care about like when I brought my friend who loves magic. The first few places we stopped at, he was like, "I've seen this one." Like he loves it so much that
That he
like
knows stuff.
he's picking it apart, and I'm like, "This isn't fun for me." Like I'm just sort of like, "Good job."
And it's like what like there was one where it was a dollar bill and the woman wrote her name on it, and then later it was inside of an uncut lime.
Wow.
Super impressive.
Yeah.
I want to know how he did it.
Yeah.
But it's like I know if I find out, it won't be as fun as remaining with that wanting to know.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you know, the magic is gone, so to speak.
Yeah.
And it is a boring. Like when you see how tricks work, it's kind of boring and sad. it's really just perfecting an angle of a finger, you know, making sure people are kind of sitting in the right area.
Yeah.
I have friends that'll be like, help them figure out this magic trick. And I'd be like, I guess 3 times. Nope. I'll try it this way. No. And by the 4th time, like, I don't even want to see it again.
Now you're
Honestly,
not fun anymore.
I don't. You're out of my bachelor party. That's how you get kicked out of the bachelor party, knowing magic. But I suppose that people probably feel the same way about us with stand-up, right? Well, I mean, it is a lot of the same.
It is a lot of the same stuff.
In the sense that it's repetition. Watching it every time isn't as fun as seeing it once and leaving.
No, of course
it's not as magical. So, I mean, for lack of a better word, like the disbelief.
Yeah, I just thought that was so funny. So how much of it would you say percentage?
What was your response?
Well, he said, do you think any of it's real magic? And I just said no. I think I was just like blown. I couldn't even like have fun with him. I was like, none of it. It's all tricks.
You're too concerned about them.
Well, it's just like if you knew actual magic, here's why I would get angry.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be at the magic castle doing card tricks.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, you'd be out there fighting dragons. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a and you feel free to use anything that happened at the Magic Castle. Do you have a although you did last time, now that I'm thinking about it, I edited the podcast.
What?
Your new inspiration for comedy and art.
My
Your
comedy
last
inspiration.
Your last week's one
Oh, yeah, I
was a
remember it.
person.
He's just like, are you sure it's not this one?
And you're like, you have 2 more cards before this is no longer a bit.
Yeah. Do I have a new comedy inspiration? Do you?
I do.
Okay.
Just today it hit me. Public proposals.
Oh, that's your inspiration?
Yeah,
How
because
so?
it's like none of us want this. Like we're all out in the world trying to enjoy the
But
world.
we will clap at the end.
But we'll clap, and a few of us will go, that kind of was cool.
What a moment we were a part of.
Yeah, my day's a little bit better.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm not going to do that crime that I was thinking about doing. And so that's kind of like what I do in comedy. It's like, look, none of you want this. No one wants this, but some of you might live a couple days longer or cut it a little early and not hurt someone else. You know, so public proposals.
That's what mine. I think mine's like the.
Also, my wife hates what I do up there.
She doesn't like when you propose to other people?
She doesn't like public proposals. She doesn't like my comedy.
My comedy inspiration is like the really fun, exciting new seasonal flavor of Ben & Jerry's that no one really likes that much.
Ooh.
You know, it's just like it's there. It sounds exciting. What's passion fruit even taste like?
Right.
Can't wait to find out. And then you first bite, you're like, that's kind of fun.
I'm having fun, I think.
Weird aftertaste, but we'll see.
Yeah.
You get a third away into the pint, and you're like, this wasn't worth the extra $1.
Yeah. And then you leave it in the freezer.
It just sits in the freezer.
It gets worse
It gets-
with each hour.
It starts getting freezer burn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's probably my comedy. I just respect it.
Yeah, you don't want to let your material sit in the freezer. You don't want to align with the new seasonal.
I'll tell you
promo.
what, it doesn't change. When you do finally defrost it, it's the same jokes.
just your comedy coming out of the like an Encino Man situation.
Yeah, or like Austin Powers.
Right, or like anyone work in a restaurant, and you're like what are restaurants?
What are
Is that like food shoot from above?
yeah? Anyone work for Food Shoot?
That's future post-apocalyptic comedy premises. That's kind of fun.
Make some noise if you work for Amazon. It's just everyone.
Work for. You mean the eye that sees all? I'm like, hey, are our sand goggles just kind of clunking out on us over the next fucking dust storm or what? And people are like, this guy, it feels like he's following me.
You ever just sharing a breathing tube with someone?
And you're like, I don't know you, but I also don't have a family.
What is family?
Ooh, you can't talk about family.
Do you think, like, let's say apocalyptic times come?
And we're doing stand-up?
Yeah, do you think that, like, we could survive because some rich overlord just wants a Count Jester of sorts?
I see what you mean.
You know what I mean? It's just like, bring out comedian.
Just corporate gigs every time.
Yeah.
I think I'd be more of like an underground comic. I'd be for the people. I wouldn't make as much money, but I'd
You'd be
get
like
all
per-
the rat
you-
fish
you'd
I
be
want.
Performing in the sewers.
You'd hear the whirling of a copter, and everyone would be like,
Yeah.
oh, guys, just keep it down for a second. Okay.
Are you ever just lancing a boil? And the acid gets in your eye a little bit. What's that?
My wife the other day, she was complaining about how dirty the glass was. I go, honey, this isn't even water we're drinking. You're complaining about a glass? I'm just the Sebastian of the underground world. She's like, and my water cup's cracked. I go, honey, ain't been water there in years. We're drinking sludge. It's all sludge. I'm just killing 5,000 stories below ground.
You know that 5-minute window where the sun peers through the air vent? And we're all trying to drink it with our mouths.
And you always got that one friend making monkey noises. He's like, and you're like, Mike, you're going backwards, buddy.
You got the syndrome, Mike. You gotta quiet down.
Are you tired of these people with the syndrome? Dude,
Just clawing at your feet.
I go, there's nothing for you there. It's just feet, Mike. But you don't know. You don't hear anything. They just clawed down. That's how we got here.
Oh, fuck.
Aren't we supposed to be in mantle by now? We're still in crust? This is still the Earth's crust? I got my in-laws. They're shouting at me through the sewer grate that we all have between each of us sleeping pods. You ever live next door to someone you hate, and you got that sewer grate, and you say, like, I'm busy, and they can see you're not doing nothing. Remember sleep?
Oh, God.
Yeah, man. I'm excited for the future of comedy.
You ever just like trying to sandbathe? And you're just like, is this a new gill? Why is this here?
Just Bill Burr down there. I hate my job too. I'm getting paid in chunks of glass.
Any glass? I've tried.
Yeah, we're all sucking out there. People are like, is it harder for women? I'm like, I don't fucking know. Do they get less glass? Yeah.
Yeah, the glass ceiling's gone, honey. Now we're munching on it.
A lot of things happening.
No, do Norman though.
Norm?
Do Norman in the sewer.
You guys hear about this one? Yeah, I was talking to I said this guy reminds me of something. Jeff Bezos. He's the reason we're all down here, right? Is he getting buffer? Is he working out?
Sorry I did that to you.
You've conquered us. You don't need to work on your chest and
Yeah,
back.
you're fine.
What about that? The Elon Musk and
What is that?
is that real?
The Elon Musk Mark Zuckerberg thing.
Are they gonna cage fight?
Is that real?
It's got to be a joke because
be.
Mark Zuckerberg's been training in jiu-jitsu, and he actually had a fight and won. You know that, right?
No. They're out of ideas.
Mark Zuckerberg has been you kind of like you get rich and then they're just getting buff now.
Mm-hmm.
So like Jeff Bezos is like yoked. I think he's taking HGH or something.
Yeah.
He looks like a Marvel villain. But Elon Musk doesn't necessarily look jacked, but he's been posting a lot of videos of him training with like a top tier BJJ Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu coach.
Sure.
And then he had his first match, and people were sort of like, imagine like fighting Mark Zuckerberg. Like you got to lose, right? You know, because you want to. I don't know. Maybe you want to beat Mark Zuckerberg's
Yeah,
ass.
I beat the shit out of him.
Would you?
Fuck
Like,
yeah.
hey man, no need to ground pound. Like you don't
I
need
don't
to
give a
punch
fuck,
him, hammer
man.
fist his head.
It's the only chance you're going to get. It's the only time it's going to be legal to punch Mark Zuckerberg right through
Like,
the
thanks for
fucking...
giving my racist uncle a voice, you piece of shit.
Last night, there was a dude selling churros. Pretty late night, like almost midnight.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I'll get a churro. You know?
Yeah.
At the end of the night, you're like, you went all day eating healthy, and then a churro guy shows up. You did your best.
God's here now.
Yeah, it's not up to you at this
Yeah.
point. So I go over there, and I'm like, how much for a churro? And he goes, they're free. And I go, nope. I'm good.
They're free?
I'm not eating a free churro. I'll pay $2 for a churro. I'll pay $10 for a churro. Free churro? I'm not. I didn't trust it.
No way.
Just side of the street, Sunset Boulevard, right outside the comedy club, free churro guy.
It might have been free because you were in uniform and they didn't want to get popped by the business they're selling food outside of.
I didn't think about that. But I said nope.
Because I saw a security guard get one and he was stoked.
No, because everyone on the patio was eating them, for like guests too.
Oh.
Well, they were all eating them. Well, maybe they did pay. God, did I just look a gift horse in the mouth and say no?
I didn't. I should have asked how much they were. They looked good. They looked freshly made.
I asked how much they were.
No, but I should have
forgot
asked
you were
the
there.
security guard how much they were. Because he got some and he said you could pick your topping. He got like salted caramel
Oh, fuck.
and hazelnut.
Oh, no. This is terrible news.
I know. I can't believe. Good for you, though. You didn't need that churro.
I needed a churro.
In hindsight,
No,
you feel like
fuck
you
I
fucked
don't
up.
need a churro. Get fucked.
Well, you're talking about trying to be healthy.
Yeah, okay, but that's for me to decide.
Yeah.
Not for you to decide.
You know, I'm
If I
realizing
do
beer
or
on podcasts is not the best because we're just both like, yeah, you should have definitely got the churro.
Yeah, well, this is our last Altamont episode. Enjoy it now, Altamont.
Altamont Beer Works in Livermore, California.
Unless you guys want to pay for more, in which case, hit us up.
Yeah, we'll do it for nothing.
Have we ever checked our email? It's been like
Oh, fuck.
HesbyStreetPod@gmail. We might have all kinds of
I thought we
opportunities.
shut that down.
No, I think it's still up. HesbyStreetPod@gmail.com.
I haven't paid to renew it.
It's Gmail, so you don't do that.
It's free.
It's free.
It's like the churros of mail.
Yeah, we should get mail you have to pay for.
Yeah, you gotta cut that out, dude. You gotta cut that out. I pay a certain price to be away from the pores at every sense of being. I pay for my email accounts. I pay for any sort of like satellite antenna TV.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, they go, these channels are free. I go, no, they're not. I'm paying someone.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's who do I pay for CNET channel 22.64.
No, I'm not doing it.
I'm
not
playing
taking
China.
it for free. Yeah.
So I send them just a check to China. You can address a check to a country.
So do you pay, like when you go to the beach, do you pay?
I pay for my beach.
Well, who do you give it to? Who do you give that money to?
Lifeguard or park ranger,
You just find someone
parking
and
lot
just pay
attendant.
them?
Yeah, I go, here, this is for you.
And if they say, no, we don't do tips, it's way beneath me. I'm a park ranger.
They go, it's free, and my thing is the love of it. And I go, well, then where are the rich people? And they go, up there. And I go, how much? And they go, it's like $1,000. Like, just take my $4. I'm not one of them. I'm not a poor.
All right, man, it's banger time, dude.
What you got? Time to bang it.
I can't believe that churro mistake I made.
That's all you're
I
going to
thought
think
it was a
about?
crazy man poisoning everyone.
It could have been. Although he paid a lot. He got a neon churro sign.
Yeah.
Neon's not cheap.
I don't think it was neon. I think it was a digital type deal.
Oh.
Neon is not cheap, but I don't think neon could survive the bumbling around of a cart for very long. Neon's a very finicky element.
Yeah, neon is kind of a
lot can go wrong there.
lot can go wrong.
Well, there it is. There's our banger.
That's our banger, guys. Don't trust the neon industry. Something's up.
Yeah.
Something's fishy with neon.
I did my two things. I did the Magic Castle.
You know what's a word that like I have a problem with a little bit?
Oh, no, what?
So you invent this thing,
Okay.
and it's for wiping the water off glass. Don't say the word.
Okay.
It's just a handle with a rubber thing. And you go, this is very convenient. It's a great way to keep glass clean. It's a simple tool. What should we name it? Squeegee! It just feels like so over the top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if it's like
It feels like you didn't believe in the product,
right.
which you probably didn't.
Whoever
He was
made
like,
it,
no one's going to buy this. They
was
can
a
just use
showman.
towel.
Yeah,
They can just use towel. They don't need
This
a...
is everything a towel can do and more.
What's the more?
Squeegee.
No, but what's the more?
Aren't you tired of squeegeeing?
Wait, what's the name?
Squeegee.
All right. I don't hate that.
Yeah. It's
fun.
Towel. Squeegee. It just
Okay.
felt like they were Barnum and Bailey.
Yeah.
Of like the Sham Wow guy. It's a chamois, dude.
Yeah.
It's a chamois.
But wow. You know what I mean?
Not really.
Okay.
OxyClean is kind of down the middle. This is OxyClean. It's like oxygen's involved or something, and it's clean.
But if you were going to buy something and your choices were OxyClean or Squeegee,
Squeegee just feels like an alien word. Like if I was visiting from another country, I'm like, what's this? They go, oh, this is a beer. This one is called a Pilsner.
I don't know if I agree with you.
But Squeegee?
You're just against fun words then? You're just like, no.
Words can be fun if the thing is fun.
What would this... Okay, what would...
Squeegee is a basic tool.
All right, then I have a two-part question.
Okay.
One, what should Squeegee be named after? And two, what should a Squeegee have been named?
A Squeegee should have been named a swiper.
Okay, a swiper.
It's not quite a wiper. It's a swiper.
Okay.
What a Squeegee should be called?
Yeah.
I guess deep in the Amazon, you find an alien-looking furry toy, sort of animal mammal that has like a personality and like likes to live on people's shoulders.
And you're like, that's a Squeegee.
It's a fucking Squeegee, dude.
Just like a meeple.
I want a Squeegee. I want my wife scrolling on Instagram, getting the wrong ad, and be like, "Oh my god, can we get a Squeegee?"
It's like, I don't think it's exotic. I don't think you're allowed.
I heard they poop like crazy, and they go, but the poop smells amazing, and you're supposed to eat it. It's healthy for
Sometimes
you.
it shits gold and sometimes blood.
I'll be like, that's a Squeegee, all right. That is the perfectly
You
named
know,
animal.
we can do it, but you know we're going to get the blood one.
Yeah, it would just be gold sometimes. Blood again. All right. But you're healthier?
And it just ruins the carpet.
Yeah.
The more you rub it in, the deeper down it goes.
Yeah. You got to feed it like crayons. Like it's a gremlin. Like a gremlin, a real life gremlin's cousin.
Yeah.
It's like a capybara.
Oh.
You know the capybara?
It sounds familiar.
It's like a little happy mammal that kind of, it'll like live near gators. It's like friends with everyone.
Okay.
It looks kind of like a beaver. A little bit.
I don't think I'm that familiar with it.
It's like a giant
sounds
wild
cool.
rodent, but they
Got
look
it.
so friendly, and people post photos with them. And they're like
They
they
got dumb
look
faces.
photogenic.
Yeah.
That's a good name for that animal. If that animal was called a Squeegee, I would be like, perfect.
Okay.
You know? But a fucking...
I do kind of
A
agree.
swiper?
I mean, we're deep in language, right? So many
Yeah.
things have been. Maybe we do need you, Zack Chapaloni,
gotta
to sit
filter it.
down and just do a deep clean
Yeah.
of names
Yeah.
and words.
And words. There's
And-
a lot of... Yeah. Didgeridoo? Okay. You're making that sound? It's perfectly fine to me.
What about an oboe?
Oboe. That's good because it is that boring of an instrument.
Perfect time to go. Oh no.
Oboe. Oh no. Damn, that would have been the banger we needed. Can we go back in time?
No. Can we? Do you know how?
I don't. I'm gonna research this more next time.
Okay.
But inner tube. If you called an inner tube a squeegee,
That would work.
I would be okay with that.
Yeah,
Inner
squeegee.
tube is actually too boring of a word for what inner tubes
I thought
like inflatable pool toys. We need a word for that.
I thought jet ski, fine name.
Yeah.
But I thought Sea-Doo was the word for jet ski. It's a brand name
Yeah.
for till I was an adult.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah.
another mine as well, probably. And that's a pretty cool name.
Yeah, that's
Like,
fun.
Do you have a Sea-Doo? I'm like, well, it's not a Sea-Doo brand.
It's
I'd
a-
be like, what do you mean?
Right. It's a Suzuki or whatever.
Wait, what?
No, it's a Sea-Doo.
Sea-Doo.
We did that as kids with Jeep. Any SUV, we called it a Jeep. And then because SUV, I don't know, it just didn't.
Yeah, I still think
it's not
Jeep,
a kid word.
Yeah, like but Jeep is kind of a word for like a Zuzu makes Jeeps, right? Or
Yeah.
no? But that's not Jeep brand.
It's not. It's. I mean, they make like their own SUV.
But it's not like an S. Okay, interesting.
Like and I'm sure the patrons are or their listeners are at the edge of their seats
Like
right
what?
now. But
What about a
this
like
is real
a-
entertainment.
Like a military Jeep? That's not Jeep brand.
I thought it was
All right, we got to do some more research. End it on something different.
Kleenex. They were. You got to
Yes,
kind of make your
Kleenex.
thing. You got to
Yeah.
make your thing. Your name the thing. You know. Like I call every beer an Altamont.
Yeah, and just, hey, you guys want to go get some Altamonts?
I go, do you guys, you guys got Altamonts in this cooler?
Like
It's just LaCroix. LaCroix are just, I call
and
water.
flat LaCroix. It's just Aquafina. It's just like-
Hand me a flat LaCroix. Yeah, they're like, dude.
Plain.
They're like, dude.
Hey, did you know, like, in the toilet, that's just flat plain LaCroix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, dude, I forgot a ShamWow for the pool.
Excuse me?
Did you grow up, like, in a bomb shelter with just, like, 80s commercials, 90s commercials?
crossfire. Remember that from the 80s and 90s?
You'll get caught up in the
Never played it.
crossfire.
Always wanted to play it. Never got to.
Played it once at a friend's house. Stopped playing after 2 seconds.
Not a fun game.
It's so dumb.
The commercial was incredible.
The kids got leather jackets.
There was fire.
Having a leather jacket and your ears pierced meant you were fucking at 8. The good kind. There is a good kind.
Oh, man.
No, like those kids that just, my parents never let us do anything. Couldn't bleach our hair. Kids bleached their hair. Kids had earrings.
Yeah, bleaching the hair, earrings. That was cool.
Chain wallet they let us do.
I didn't get to do a chain wallet.
But by the time they let us do it, it was already done. I mean,
I couldn't wear socks.
what, huh?
Yeah, I wasn't allowed.
Why?
They said it was a luxury that I didn't deserve.
It was too extreme.
Yeah.
They're like, you're not one of those bad kids down the street wearing socks.
No, I didn't get socks.
What about belt?
No belt. Sometimes shoe. Never shoes.
So kind of one shoe, maybe a rope around your pants, or just nothing?
No, I was just...
If we made good grades?
I never made a good grade.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you're like, man, these guys must get straight A's. They have underwear. They have belts.
Different shirt.
Same shoes twice. You're always like, do you guys ever have trouble picking what foot to put shoe on? And they're like, no, they're kind of pretty identifiable.
They'd be like, stop talking to us, man. You're weird.
Mine comes from the shoe that only does one. Like the store where they only give you the box of one.
Yeah. My brother has the other one, but it's a different packaging.
And the people at the shoe store are like, you could take the... And they're like, it's going to go straight to his head. We don't want him growing up.